So, good day everyone. This is Matubis, the leader of Group 1N, together with Lawrence Vergara, Mary Ampongan, Andrea Ocfemia, Kenneth Ivan Rico, Zia Laureta, Gisela Delos Reyes, and Eliza Alvarez are going to discuss the first chapter in the reporting series, the product and service design. Our objectives of this discussion is 1, to explain the strategic importance of product and service design. 2, describe what product and service design does. 3, name the key questions of product and service design. 4, identify some reasons for design or redesign. 5, list some of the main sources of design ideas. 6, discuss the importance of legal, ethical, and sustainability considerations in the product and service design. 7, explain the purpose and goal of life cycle assessment. 8, explain the phrase, the 3 R's. 9, briefly describe the phases in product design and development. 10, discuss several key issues in product or service design. 11, discuss the 2 key issues in service design. 12, list the characteristics of well-designed service system. And lastly, list some guidelines for successful service design. So our table of contents is in line with our objectives.
Good day, everyone. I am Lawrence Vergara, and today I will be discussing what does product and service design do. So the first na ginagawa daw ng product and service design is translating customers' wants and needs into product and service requirements. To better understand this, magbibigay ako ng example. So, example, si Mr. Kenneth daw is an entrepreneur and a businessman. Pero di niya alam kung ano ang ibebenta sa market or ipoprovide niya na goods or service. Tapos, sa place niya or sa community niya, kapag summer, di gaanong laganap ang pagbenta ng cold beverages, halo-halo, or such, or the likes. Then, customers wants to drink cold beverages. Syempre, hot summer nga. So, yun na yung factor na magbibigay para kay Mr. Kenneth na magbenta ng cold beverages sa community niya. It can be halo-halo or the likes or etc. So, next is refine existing products and services. So, dito naman, example, ako, may tinitinda ako na chocolate flavored drink. So, yan lang binebenta ko. Tapos, si Miss L'Oreal daw, gusto naman magbenta. So, she will refine the existing product na, kunyari, meron ako, yung chocolate flavored drink na. Paano nagagawin to? So, dito na papasok yung product and service design. So, mag-iisip si Miss L'Oreal kagaya ng paggawa ng variation ng flavor or accompanying it with burger or cheese sticks para mas maging mabenta siya and mas madaming variation para sa customers. So, next naman, develop new product and or services. Papasok naman ang product or service design depende sa preferred na gusto mong ibenta or i-provide sa market or kung ano yung demand. So, next is formulate quality goals. So, product and service design do formulate quality goals is example, ang Jollibee, may quality goals sila na to achieve the enjoyment that will be felt by the customers na kumakain sa establishment nila. So, to achieve this, they will provide good service, improve it, and quality food and good delivery. So, next is Formulate cost target. So, example, let's use again Jollibee. So, Jollibee, bago sila mag-operate ng business, syempre, di naman kaagad sila bibili ng ganito, ng machineries and equipment. So, ang gagawin nila, they will formulate cost target para malaman ko yung magkano yung gagastusin para sa equipment na to, sa raw material, sa machinery, para magawa yung product or service. Next naman, construct and test prototypes. Example ng construct and test prototype. Naalala ko nung grade 12, bumenta kami ng drinks, cold beverages, yan, as our projects in business simulation. So, in the process, we test and construct prototypes. So, ginawa muna namin yung product and nagkaroon ng free taste sa pamilya ng mga kagrupo ko para malaman yung kung ano yung magiging reaction ng customers if ever. Yan. May basis kami. May basis. So, construct and test prototypes. So, next is document specification. So, example of this is that, kunyari sa bahay, may document specification na showing task and who is responsible for each of the tasks. So, kunyari, sino maghuhugas, sino magluluto, sino magsasaing, sino magmamap ng floor, sino magpupunas ng mga divider. Kagaya sa amin kasi madami kami dito sa bahay. So, yan. And in this document, shows kung kailan dapat matapos yung gawain. Kunyari, before 11, dapat tapos na yung mga gawain. Yan. Yan yung mga nasa document specification. Next naman, translate product and services into process specification. So, example para mas maintindihan. Kunyari, may hamburger. Yan, hamburger na lang example ta. Yung mga product and service specification, yan yung lettuces, tomatoes, buns, patty, onions, mayonnaise, ketchup, and such kung may extra pa. So, yan yung mga information. So, to produce the hamburger, yung hamburger talaga, diyan na papasok yung process specification, yung pag-assemble ng mga ingredients para mag-produce ng outcome. Next is, businesses do have key questions in preparing or doing the product or service design. So, first is there a demand for it? So, as business, syempre, iisipin na muna kung ang product or service ba is in demand. Kung maganda ba bumenta sa market kapag ganito, kung in demand nga. So, para mas alam nila kung ano ang gagawin sa product or service. Example, sa Infinity, in demand siya kasi people or and youth, patok na patok sa kanila yung milk tea, yung mga frap, etc. So, yan. Next is, can we do it? So, example, we'll be using Infinity na. Infinity, syempre, they take into consideration kung kaya ba nila magtayo and magbenta ng milk teas dito sa Naga City. So, next is, what level of quality is appropriate? So, next is what level of quality is appropriate. For the owners and managers of the business, to answer this, they will be using the AQL or acceptable quality level. To better understand on how this work, example ulit natin yung Infinity. So, ang Infinity daw may AQL na drawn a 0.1% on a production. And ang nagawa ng milk tea is 20 products, 20 milk tea. So, i-multiply natin yung 0.1% sa 20 and the result is 2 milk tea, 2 milk teas can be defective. Yan lang dapat yung acceptable quality level na matotolerate ng business na may defects. Kapag lumagpas siya, naging 3 na yung defective na milk tea, that causes health-related issues sa customers. Yung batch na yun, yung 20 na yun, X na sila. Di na sila ibebenta sa market. Next is, does it make sense from an economic standpoint? Na-meet ba ng product? Na-meet ba ng Infinity? Ng ang product or service design? Para sa standpoint wherein maganda ba yung process ng paggawa ng milk tea, the selling part ng milk tea, and the distribution of the milk tea. So these are the questions that should be answered by the owners and managers to conduct the product and service design. Next is reasons for product and service design. So, had strategic implication for the success of business. Example, Jollibee, di naman sila gagawa ng product and service design kung di sila mag-expect ng success, malaking success rate ng kanilang business, di ba? So, yan yung reasons for conducting product and service design. Main forces that initiate design and redesign. So, first is economic. Mataas ba or mababa yung demand ng product para magawa yung design or redesign. Next is social demographic. So, new preferences by the customers, customers' income, population, that dito magbabase yung design and redesign ng business. Political, liability, or legal. May bagong regulations ba na kailangan sundin, which may lead to redesigning of the product or service. Next is competitive. May ibang product ba na bago na in-introduce sa market for the business to conduct the design or redesign of their product. Cost of availability. Magkano ba and available pa ba yung raw materials to produce goods, or magkano na ang labor for business for service. So next is technological. If there is a new technology to improve quality and outcome of the products, yan yung force na kunyari may bagong technology na nagpapaganda sa outcome ng product, syempre yung business mag-redesign to makahabol sila doon sa technological advancement. So that's all.
Hi, my name is Mary Ampongan. I am here to present to you 4.2, which is the idea generation. So as you can see in the presentation, you will see the bullet of customer feedback and input from suppliers, distributors, and employees. So, for example, this happens to me maybe a year ago. Pumunta kami sa isang grocery store and there is a food stall na nagpapa-free taste ng newly introduced product nila. And siguro yun yung coffee ko, 78 yung iced coffee. So, syempre tayo, na-curious tayo and we will try their products. Pero, by that, makakatulong tayo to what will be our suggestions, ganon, what will be, what can we say about their products. So, yun, nag-try ako. And they gave me a paper, small paper lang siya. And you have to check if does it taste good, does it need to be improved, ganon lang siya. So, through a survey, malalaman ng company ang feedback ng mga customers, whether good or bad ba yung lasa or yung product. So, for the input of suppliers, distributors, and employees, they will receive a form of complaints, interviews, indirect or direct suggestions. So, I will just apply my own experience. So, before mag-start yung classes, I was an online seller, ukay seller, or at the same time, I am a supplier of a ukay. So, maraming kumuha sa akin ng bail, bulto, ganun. Pero, ang bulto kasi is, swertehan lang siya. And, kung titipirin mo ang bulto, tipid din ang darating sa'yo. So, I have encountered customers na nag-complain sa akin if bakit daw ganito yung laman ng bail, bakit ganito or ganyan. But I am free from any complaints ng customers kasi clearly stated naman sa caption ko na kapag nag-ukay ka, it is risky. Minsan swerte, minsan maalas, ganon. So, wala naman ako magagawa sa complaint nila ngayon. Kasi nga, mababa lang yung bili nila nun. Pero, wala din akong alam sa kung ano yung laman nun. So, let's focus now on reverse engineering. So, companies purchase a competitor's product and then carefully dismantle and inspect it, searching for ways to improve their own product. So, various companies using this tactic or technique to improve their product. For example, is the Oppo and iPhone company. So, every time that iPhone company releases a new product, I truly believe that the Oppo company inspect their product just to beat or just to pumantay sa quality ng iPhone. Sometimes we can admit na minsan ang quality ng Oppo is parang quality din ng iPhone, which is parang same na sila, pantay na sila, and nahati yung customers, whether sa iPhone sila or sa Oppo, because yung quality ng camera parehas na, and parang magkakahilaan sila ng customers. So, pero sa reverse engineering din, dito din yung mapuboost yung companies or ma-enhance yung companies to give the to give everything para mas maging top pa rin yung product. So, let's go now to the research and development. Research and development focuses on innovation. So, research and development has involvement of basic research, applied research, and development. So, for the basic research, it aims to advance the state of knowledge about the subject without the expectation of a commercial applications in the near future. So, basic research is to expand the knowledge of a business and a management, and findings of the significance and value of a product in the society. For example of the basic research situation is what will be the effect of eating chocolate to kids. So for the applied research, it has the objective of achieving commercial applications. So this is to improve proper understanding and proper solving of a problem within the business and the management. And this will be the steps wherein you will find the result in the problem. So basic research, applied research, and the development. So in the applied research, you will try to formulate the question with the chocolate to will they try to lessen the sugar in the chocolate, for it will be advisable to kids. So for the development, it converts the result of applied research to the useful commercial applications. So through the help of TV commercials or interviews, mahapot sinda if mas better ba ang chocolate na less ang sweets, or mas better ba ang chocolates na medyo marami yung added sugar. And kapag linasan mo ang sugar ng chocolate, magiging advisable siya sa mga kids. It can be a treat, everyday ganon. So, as we are now done with topic 4.2, let's now focus on topic 4.3, which is the legal and ethical consideration. So, there are agencies that provide safety and secure our safety towards a product. These are as follows: the Food and Drug Administration, Occupational Health and Safety Administration, the Environmental Protection Agency, and the various state and local agencies. So, let's discuss first the FDA, which is the Food and Drug Administration. FDA has the responsibility to secure food safety and drug safety. As you can observe in a pack of a food, there is indicated FDA approved, which means it is safe to take or it is safe to eat. So, sa Occupational Safety and Health Administration naman, they are responsible to inspect or to check the workplace, especially kung nag-work ka sa factories and nag-create ka ng pollution and ng air pollution that can affect people. So, sisitahin nila yun. Sisitahin kasi bawal yun, and we should maintain the safety of the people around us. So, the EPA naman, or the Environmental Protection Agency. So, the Environmental Protection Agency is to has the responsibility to protect human and environmental health. So, the EPA regulates manufacturing, processing, and distribution, the use of chemicals and other pollutants. So, so the consequence kapag hindi ka sumunod sa kanilang rule, you will charge to pay fines, sanction, and other procedures. So, this promotes stewardship, environmental stewardship, efficiency, and sustainable growth, and water quality, and as well as the pollution prevention. So, product liability. Product liability is the responsibility of a manufacturer for any injuries or damages caused by a faulty product because of poor workmanship or design. So, sabi sa product liability, any incident, injuries, or damages are charged to the manufacturer or owner or the manager. So, for example, is in the food factory, medyo minsan nauso ang contamination or minsan nagkakaroon ng food poisoning. So, sa food poisoning, whenever lalabas ang issue na yan, ang taong mag-shoulder ng lahat ng issue ay ang owner, manufacturer, or yung manufacturer. So, next example is the Jolly Towel. Yung Jollibee. Tapos, meron silang employee na fried yung towel nila. So, that issue, ang issue na yun ay magiging issue ng owner ng Jollibee. Hindi lang yung taong nagluto nung menu na yun. But that is also a problem of a company because it is an issue na makakadama yung name nila. Pero whenever nasa loob ng facility, ng working facility ang isang employee and may nagawa siya, that will be a problem of a company, hindi lang problem ng isang tao. Parang katulad lang din yan ng pag pumasok ka ng Catholic school, tapos lalabas ka, whenever you wear that uniform ng Catholic school, parang pinapahiya mo na rin yung name ng school na yun. Ganun lang siya.
So let's now proceed to Uniform Commercial Code or the UCC. So it states that a product must be suitable for its intended purpose. So UCC is important because it helps different companies or different states to transact with each other, and by providing standard and conceptual framework. So the UCC applies to contracts for the sale of goods or by a merchant. So basically, they do not require written contract unless nagpapakita ng goodness yung isang firm.
So let's take a look at the screen. So in the screen, it indicates the guidelines to design that organizations generally want. Number 1 is to create designs that are in line with the organization's objectives. Number 2, provide the value that customers expect. Number 3 is to make health and safety a top priority. So when producing a product, we must exceed customers' expectation. We must exceed customers' goal, and we have to by that we have to make sure that this product is healthy and safe for the people or for the environment. But while designing a product, we should always remember that it is connected with the objective or with the usage of that product. So we have to be reminded of this guidelines to have a great product that can be or tatangkilikin ng mga tao. So we have to make or give our best to a product para naman 'di ba tayo pa rin yung pipiliin ng customers. Yung product pa rin natin ang panalo para sa mga customers.
Next is human factors. Safety and liability are two critical issues in many instances, and they must be carefully considered. So, the businesses are not just formed for profit maximization, or hindi lang siya form for the benefit of sellers to earn money, but businesses are also formed kasi for the welfare of the society to accommodate their needs and their wants. So they should consider the products and services they offer should in line with their health, should in line with their safety, should in line with their comfort, and should in line with their efficiency. So sa health, syempre dapat mas trustworthy yung mga medicine na FDA approved. For example, arugan kay Dr. Farah na Pixidas, magnesium na yan. It is actually not FDA approved. Actually, all of her products are not FDA approved. So, some people may buy it for those who do not know if it is FDA approved. Pero syempre, mas trustworthy if it is FDA approved. So, hindi siya katiwala talaga. Also for safety, syempre sa skincare, dapat hindi yung mga nadadala natin sa Jessica Soho na may mga dahil na napamura sila, akala nila sulit na yung mga skincare na binibili nila. Pero instead of parang naging clear skin or instead na pumuti, naglalapan, nagka-rashes pa, nagka-dry skin pa. So sa comfort also, or can sa clothing, sa bed, sa ano pa mga comfort, dyan sa mga ano pang comfort. So and related dun sa comfort, dapat the buyers also feel comfortable on using those products or services. Also sa efficiency, dapat syempre ako as a person, I would really want to purchase those products na efficient, like hindi lang siya single use, hindi lang siya kumbaga multi-use siya. For example, 4 months ago I was going to buy a new phone. So, I am considering buying Samsung A72 and or rather Samsung A52. So I just buy na lang yung sa A52, the mas older models, since they also have the same features lang. Halos parehong features lang. Ang pinagkaiba lang is mas malaki ng ilang millimeter si Samsung A72. Next is cultural factors. Product designers in companies that operate globally also must take into account any cultural differences of different countries or regions related to the product. This can result in different designs for different countries or regions. So some products are targeted at different cultures and countries. For example, sa K-pop culture, pag nakailing ka ng arog ka na mini heart, syempre, those K-drama fans and K-pop, are react positively about dyan. Pag nakailing sila yan, ay, love ako ni Opa, ay, K-drama yan, ay, BTS na yan, ay, K-pop na yan. So, they react positively when, a service and the product design consists of those things. Like example, sa necklace man ngayon, ang pendant, arog kanina, heart. Many people would actually buy that, just like what I've seen in Tala by Kayla few months ago. Also, a product received in one culture may not be acceptable in other countries. For example, kita mga Pilipino, syempre, ayos lang sa tong Filipino time. Pag, kunyari, nag-acquire kitang service na di sa harong, tapos maabot dasin daw mga 7, pero maabot yun mga 7 5 or 710. Siyempre sa to, ayos lang kita mismo ginigibo-gibo ta. Like, i-consider ta. Pero kung ginibo mo yun sa Japan or sa ibang mga disciplined countries, siyempre, disappointed yan. Nagsabi kang 7, nag-abot kang 710. So, hindi siya, ma-receive positively or neutrally sa other countries or sa other cultures.
Good morning, everyone. I am Maria Gisela G. Delos Reyes, your reporter for today. First, let me discuss first the term involved in my report, which is the global product and service design. First, what is global product? Global products are those products that are marketed internationally under the same name, brand, features, and specification and across countries. And to make it short, these products are produced in one country, but sold in other countries under the same brand name. For example, the Colgate toothpaste. Based in my experience, kapag nagpapadala si mama ng balikbayan box from Hong Kong to the Philippines, napapansin ko na laging may Colgate. And dun sa Colgate, napapansin ko yung packaging niya is nakasulat sa Mandarin. Siguro naisip ng designers na gawin na lang Mandarin language yung nakasulat doon sa package para maintindihan ng mga Chinese na tao ng mga Chinese na yung product na yon is for teeth, para mapaganda yung teeth, para mas healthy. And for global services naman, it includes internet. It includes the media streaming like Netflix, like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, like that. And for example kasi, yung mga, di ba sa Netflix, nagbibigay sila ng entertainment. So yung entertainment na yun yung service na binibigay niya sa tao. Next is the talking about global product and service design. This is being conducted by group of people who is responsible for researching, studying, and developing new and existing products or services and making such innovations so that the product and services will suitable to the preference of different countries. And the product and service design, the global product and service design uses the combined efforts of a team of designers who works in different countries, and this is called now the virtual teams. So what is virtual teams? It uses combined efforts of a team of designers working in different countries. Like for example, here in the Philippines, merong representative ng isang company na nagtatrabaho. And in Japan, meron din silang representative. Ganun yung virtual teams. Next, hindi pwede yung face-to-face meeting. It is impossible because it may be expensive to those people who meet at one point. Kaya ang technology has a key role in this part. Kasi 'di ba sa technology meron na tayo ngayong Zoom, meron na tayong Skype, and because of technology, nakakapag-connect pa rin tayo sa mga tao na nakakamusta pa rin natin sila. Gaya din yan sa virtual teams. Ang technology is nakukonect pa rin niya yung mga involved na tao sa paggawa ng product, sa process nito. Next. Next is provides a range of comparative advantages over traditional teams such as yung traditional teams po, sila po yung mga tao na nakakapag face-to-face, na gagawa nila yung normal, yung nakakapag face-to-face sila, na nakakapag-usap sila ng harap-harapan. Next is, first, the engaging best human resources around the world. Diba sa isang company, meron talaga tayong tinatawag na human resources like the engineers. Yung mga engineers have a different experiences and valuable knowledge in their respective country. With a combination of their views, ideas, knowledge, and expertise, they will come up with a good plan and outcome for their product or services. Next is the possibly operating 24 hours basis. For me po, kasi is because of time difference. Di ba meron tayong time difference, kunwari dito sa Philippines, umaga, sa ibang bansa naman tulad ng Amerika is gabi. Because of time difference, members of the product and service design team cannot work together at the same time. But they can still go on with the design process through scheduling their works, so that they can still operate on 24 hours basis. Next is the global customers need assessment, and global design can increase marketability. Global teams need to assess the market needs of different countries so that the teams will come up with a design outcome that is suitable to the preference of their chosen market. This assessment would also help to increase the marketability and utility of the product or services.
Product grade assessment. The assessment of the environmental impact of a product or service throughout its useful life. The product grade assessment assesses the environmental impact of a product or service over its useful life. Sinusuri nito yung mga epekto sa kapaligiran ng isang produkto o serbisyo sa kapaki-pakinabang nitong buhay. It also takes into account factors such as global warming, or the amount of carbon dioxide released to the atmosphere and smog for lack of oxygen in solid waste generation. End-of-life programs. Programs that deals with products that have reached the end of their useful lives, which includes both consumers' products and business equipment, or it basically means this program focus doon sa mga bagay na dumating na sa point na wala na silang silbi o pakinabang, not only for us but also for the environment. And there are 4 types of the end-of-life programs. First, it is the different use of materials through the value analysis, refurbishing and reselling all the returned goods that has its additional useful life and can be recycled. Just for example, the recycled steel. Recycled steel is a type of materials na hindi mawawala ang mga parte nito when it is already recycled. Did you know that the steel is the most recycled material in the world? Mas madami ang nare-recycle na steel each year than plastic, papers, aluminum, and glass all combined. The benefit of it is using recycled steel in the building process, you know for a fact na magiging matatag at matibay ito. Second, the 3RS AOL program are not limited to electronic equipment because it contains toxic materials like lead, cadmium, and other heavy materials. Technology advancements are generating a growing stream of consumers' electronic products that are being placed on the market. Once these products are no longer useful to their current owners, they become e-waste. As they enter the end-of-life phase, o mas kilala bilang ang informal na pangalan para sa mga produktong electronic na malapit nang matapos ang kanilang kapaki-pakinabang na buhay. Computers, televisions, VCRs, stereos, copiers, and fax machines are common electronic products at karamihan sa produktong ito ay pwedeng i-reuse, refurbish, at i-recycle. Although e-waste is a general term, it can be considered to denote items gaya ng TV, appliances, computers, laptops, tablets, mobile phones, at marami pang iba. The 3RS AOL program doesn't have its limitations dahil ang epekto nito sa environment ay sa pamamagitan ng pag-recycle ng e-waste, it saves space para sa mga landfill at pinapigilan nito ang polusyon sa kapaligiran na dulot ng mga toxins. Third, the end-of-life programs deals with products that have reached the end of their useful lives. Basically, end-of-life care support for products that are in the last months or years of their life. End-of-life care should help you na posibleng mabuhay until you die with dignity. They focuses more on something na malapit nang mawala ng pakinabang so they could make a way to extend their living or use and can still have purpose though in a different way. Fourth, the reduce, reuse, recycle. These are the three areas in which companies can make significant cost savings and environmental improvements. Reduce means to cut back on the amount of trash we generate, or it means na bawasan ang mga basura na meron tayo. Reuse means to find new ways para magamit ulit yung mga bagay na dapat natapon na. Recycle convert waste into reusable material, or it means na paggamit muli sa isang bagay na mas may pakipakinabang. Reduce value analysis. It is an examination of the function of parts and materials in an effort to reduce cost and or improve product performance. Just for example, may isang bangkong nagkaroon ng sobrang gastos sa isang particular branch at the same time, nakakuha ito ng mga reklamo mula sa mga customers tungkol sa hindi pagdaragdag ng isang self-help desk. The value analysis team evaluated all the bank processes such as banking service, technology maintenance, staff duties, and roles, and relative costs. And natuklasan na ang bangkong ito only had employed 2 extra people than the required capacity at hindi pa rin matugunan ang mga problema sa customers due to its confusion in roles, so the team suggested na pakilala ang isang help desk and employing the 2 employees to guide at tulungan ang mga customers. In a year, the branch's profit grew by 30% at the same cost habang nakaka-receive ng mga positive response galing sa kanilang customers. Reuse manufacturing. Refurbish used products by replacing worn out or defective components. What is reuse remanufacturing? It is by using an object or material again, either for its original purpose or for a similar purpose, nang hindi binabago ng malaki ang pisikal na anyo ng bagay o material. Remanufacture, the process of restoring, pagpapanumbalik or durable use steel products sa bago nitong kondisyon. Recycling, recovering materials for future use. What is recycling? Recycling is the process of converting waste materials upang maging bagong gamit o bagay. And the reasons are, first, cost savings o pagbawas sa paggastos. Just for examples, Those money obtained by automobiles manufacturers na ibinibenta ng kanilang scrap metals. Environment concerns. What are environmental concerns? The environmental problems like global warming, acid rain, air pollution, urban sprawl, waste disposal, ozone layer depletion, water pollution, climate change, at marami pang iba na nakakaapekto sa bawat tao, hayop at sa paligid. 3. Environmental regulations. What do you mean by environmental regulations? Environmental law includes regulation of pollutants and natural resources conservation and allocation. Just for example, is the federal laws put in place to protect our air, water, and land, includes the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, and the Toxic Substance Control Act.
So aside from human factor consideration, legal and ethical consideration, and cultural consideration, there is other design considerations naman daw. Life cycle analysis. Example, coffee beverages of Cafe Sinauna, yung cafe sa may Dayangdang. So, ano yung magiging flow ng product ng coffee nila throughout na binebenta yung product sa market? So, there are 4 phases in this life cycle analysis. First is the introduction phase. Product or service are treated as curiosity items. So, when Cafe Sinauna opened up, people are curious about it. They shared informations in Facebook and other social media platforms, which raises the interest and curiosity of the customers, youth, or the people who are into coffee. So, the coffee beverages that produced by Cafe Sinauna became a curiosity item. Kumbaga, nagiging curious yung mga tao. Ano nga nito yung may bago bagang bukas na cafe sa may Dayangdang, aram nito tuyo. Okay yan. Masira man daw yan, aram ko yan. Etc. So, growth phase. Design improvement, increase in demand, lower cost, importance of accurate projection. So alam na ng karamihan or ng customers yung about sa pag-open ng Cafe Sinauna and the product. So kapag nalaman na yun ng mga customers, ng majority ng customers, magi-increase yung demand, and yung pag-design ng product is mas papagandahin pa ng business ng Cafe Sinauna. So it increases in demand but lower in cost. So next is maturity phase. Product reaches maturity, design changes are needed, or if needed, low cost, high productivity. So coffee beverages of Cafe Sinauna will change, or yung may dadagdag sa product, depende sa situation. So will change if needed to increase the variety of their product. The cost of making the product is low, but the product produced is madami. Yun sa low cost and high productivity. Sa decline phase naman, syempre, dadating sa point na yung Cafe Sinauna, di magiging maganda yung operating business niya. Syempre, may point na darating na yung business, di magiging maganda yung operating business niya. So, managers and owners of Cafe Sinauna will ask themselves if the continuance of the product, if patuloy pa ba or hindi na, mag-redesign ba para may bagong makita yung customers, or may new product daw, ganyan. And or aabandohin na nila yung market or magko-close na sila.
So hi, this is me again, Mary, and I'm going to discuss to you 4.8, which is the standardization. So first, let us tackle the meaning of standardization. Standardization is a framework of agreement to ensure all the processes that were performed, especially on producing the service and goods, are within the guidelines. So I am going to present to you the advantage of standardization. Number 1 is fewer parts to deal with in inventory and in manufacturing. Number 2, reduce training costs and time. Number 3, more routine purchasing, handling, and inspection procedures. So number 4 is orders fillable from inventory. So let's discuss one advantage of standardization, which is reduce training costs and time, because of trainings and because of following the guidelines, mas napapabilis ang trabaho. Kunwari, once you are engaged to your job and alam mo yung basic rules and guidelines, mas mapapabilis ang paggawa, mas mapapabilis yung oras na gugugulin, and mas konti din yung cost sa training. And ano din siya, it is a help for you kasi mas magiging matitipid mo yung oras mo sa sarili mo. So for the number 5, it is the opportunities for long production runs and automation. Number 6 is need for fewer parts justifies increased expenditures on perfecting designs and improving quality control procedures. So yun na nga, as I have said, ang standardization, it is a way to promote the quality of a product and to boost stock retention. Most especially, it is a time-tested procedure which may help to reduce ambiguity or guessing, and it ensures quality of a product. So if there is an advantage, there are also an disadvantage of standardization. Number 1 is the designs may be frozen with too many imperfections remaining. Number 2, high cost of design changes increases resistance to improvements. And number 3 is the decreased variety results in less consumer appeal. So, diba, sa advantage of standardization, sabi doon, mas reduce na yung time and effort and also the cost of training. So, sa disadvantage naman, kunwari, when you are planning to sell a product and yung packaging mo ay plain, sa tingin mo catchy siya sa mga consumer or catchy siya sa mga tao? For me, design of a product is important since yung mga tao doon nakafocus sa design ng product. Alam niyo yung box, which is a box, tapos pwede siyang pang packaging. Pero in order for appeal sa mga customers, you have to put different designs such as butterflies, ganon, depending sa gender ng bibili. And depende din sa design ay sa product mo. Dapat i-inline mo siya sa product.
So now, let us proceed to the degree of mass customization. As you can see in the screen, the question for procedures is how to resolve these issues without, number 1, losing the benefits of standardization and incurring a host of problems that are often linked to variety. So, in the next slide, mass customization is defined. Number one, it is a strategy of producing basically standardized goods and services but incorporating some degree of customization. Number two, it refers to a business process of providing customized goods and services that best meet individual customers' need. So, mass customization is the process of delivering goods or services that will satisfy customers' needs. Importante masatisfy ang customers' needs kasi or expectation kasi once na ma-exceed mo ang expectation nila, mas babalik at babalikan nila ang iyong product. Kaya, super importante ng uniqueness ng isang product above all. And we have to catch the attention and especially we have to catch the customers with our product.
Degree of mass customization. In every global companies, they prefer to use standardization strategy where the same product are being produced in a large volume with a lower cost. However, customers always have change in their product preference and would like to have something they can choose. They have something they can choose with. So producers ask on how to resolve issues without affecting these two. First, losing the benefits of standardization and incurring a host of problems that are often linked to variety. The answers for this is the mass customization. The answer for this problem is mass customization. So, what is mass customization? Mass customization is a strategy of producing basically standardized goods and services but incorporating some degree of customization. It refers to a business process of providing customized goods and services that best meet individual customers' needs. Ang mass customization daw po is from the root word customized. Ibig sabihin, pinapaganda. Mas pinapa-unique natin yung product and yung services. And we provide the beautification of a product. And it is also called as made to order or built to order. A good example of this, customizing a wallet, a shoes, a bags, and a shirts. And for example, sa sapatos, di ba po, kung kilala ninyo si Bong Navarro, meron siyang vlog na pinakita ng collection ng mga sapatos. Nakita ko doon sa sapatos niya is very unique, very bago sa mata. Kasi yun pala ay pina-customize niya yung sapatos niya. And isa din sa sapatos niya is yung Nike. I think Nike. And yung mga old shoes, pina-customize niya yung mga movies niya. Yung mga poster ng movies niya, pina-customize niya yun sa sapatos niya. And some of his shoes naman, merong pangalan naka-engrave sa sapatos. Next example is yung wallet. Kapag gusto mong maiba sa mga kaibigan mo, kapag gusto mong kakaiba yung wallet mo, papa-engrave mo siya ng anything that you like. Like for example, yung pangalan mo or a quote. And sa damit din, Di ba sa shirt, meron tayo ngayon mga couple shirts and may mga nakalagay na yung mga customized na shirt like yung pangalan nyo, pangalan ng boyfriend nyo or yung girlfriend nyo, ganyan. Next is the delayed differentiation. It is also known as postponement tactic, the process of producing but not quite completing a product or services until customers' preference or specification are known. Dito, hindi yung mga manufacturer, hindi pa nila tinatapos ang isang product hanggat hindi pa nakukuha ang gusto or ang preference ng customers or ng users nito. For example, gumawa ang Louis Vuitton ng hundreds of bags na magkakaparehas. Tapos, sa bandang huli, bago matapos yung sa bandang huli, merong gustong magpa-engrave or magpa-customize ng bags. Pwede na yon kasi nagawa naman na yung bags. Ang kailangan lang naman doon is yung pag-customize. And yes. Ang delayed differentiation, it is a manufacturing techniques that delays making a product until it delays the product until the very last of the process. Tinawag naman tong postponement tactics for the simple reason that this is postponed making any difference to the product being made until the last possible moment. Next is the modular design. It is a form of standardization in which parts are subdivided into modules that are easily replaced or interchanged. So, modular design, ito yung mga easily replaceable, madaling makita kung ano yung problema at madali din masolusyonan. It improves the ability to satisfy customers' requirements or demand. And a good example of this is cars. Diba? Sa mga sasakyan, kapag nagasgas or nasira yung outer layer ng sasakyan, pinapalitan natin para dahil meron naman tayong mga resources na pwedeng ipangpalit. Like for example din, kapag yung ang sasakyan mo may sira yung makina, madali naman yung ma-remedyohan or madaling mahanapan ng solusyon. Next example is yung mga cellphones. Di ba kapag nabasag yung frame ng cellphone, pwede naman natin silang mapalitan or hanapan ng bagong tempered glass or protector or yung plastic protectors. And next
reliability. It is a measure of the ability of a product, a part, a service, or an entire system to perform its intended function under a prescribed set of conditions. So, iba siya sa quality, which is, ang quality refers to how well done a function works. Pero sa reliability, it shows how well done a function works over a periods of time. For example, bumibili ka ng phone, tapos tigtetest mo yung mga features. Kumbaga, you prefer those feature na mas ang camera, mas malinaw ang camera kasi yun nga, gusto mo lang mag-Instagram, mag-take ng pictures, mag-photo post. Pero is it reliable ba, like long-lasting ba yung phone mo na to-purchase mo? Data, sure. So magkaiba ang quality and reliability. So sa reliability, we should consider these 5 factors. We have the probability, the intended function, the satisfactory, and the specific period of time and specified conditions. So sa probability, like what I said a while ago, it is the kumbaga probability kung most of the time nagwo-work ba siya or bihira lang. Siyempre ang pipiliin mo si most of the time. Like kapag ginawa mo yun or tig enable mo si function, ma-work talaga siya. So sa intended function, for example, to light, to cut, to rotate, or to heat. Like sa skincare or kunyari blackhead remover, syempre, dapat to remove blackheads talagang intended function niya. Also, the satisfactory, kung very satisfactory ba or very kahanga-hanga ba yung effect or result ng function na yun. For example, like sa skincare, like kunyari nag-remove kang blackheads, does the product is very efficient to use? Like kunyari sa wrong drop lang ba na work na natanggal na yung blackheads mo, or it takes several steps pa to remove your blackheads. Then is the specific periods of time. Syempre, just like the satisfactory, kung long-lasting ba ang effects niya or result, or very short-term lang ang process niya, pero effective ang result or kumbaga for long-lasting periods of time. Also sa specified conditions, for example sa temperature, kunyari sa skincare, syempre there are times na day siya ma-work or ma-work siya but slightly lang, hindi yung total effect niya kasi depende lang sa weather. There are products na kumbaga designed for warm weathers like summer. There are products that are designed for winters or for cold weathers. So, failure used to describe a situation in which an item does not perform as intended. So, if those 5 characteristics are not met, or one of those 5 characteristics are not met, the probability, the intended function, the satisfactory, the specified period of time, and the specified condition, syempre hindi siya magkaka-failure yan. Kasi they nagtupad, bihira lang siya. For example, yan sa skincare, bihira lang mag-work or depende sa skin type lang ang nagwo-work yung blackhead remover. Sa intended function, di siya nag-remove. Pero let's say yung pores mo unclogged, pero si blackheads di natanggal. Sa satisfactory or yun nga, sa satisfactory kay puan pa ning lots of process pa para matanggal, or lots of amount of kunyari lotion or blackhead remover to remove pa the blackheads. Just a specific period of time, kunyari syempre kung halaba ang process or kay puan pa magparahalat, syempre abo mo man kayan very inefficient man. Sa specified condition, syempre you have to comply kung saan siya mas effectively nagagamit. Kasi mareklamo ka man sa or hindi ka man nareklamo, but you have to know kasi kung hindi magkaka-failure talaga. Yun nga, that's just like what I said, it should be complied to the normal operating condition. This is the set of conditions under which an item's reliability is specified, can include load, temperature, and humidity ranges, as well as operating procedures and maintenance schedule. So here are the potential ways to improve reliability. Just in case na there are maraming failures na naganap dun sa design or sa function ng reliable na bagay na sana dapat. So one is to improve component design. So one for all, kung ang kasalanan sa maliit na bagay ay kasalanan sa malaking bagay. Siyempre, para perfect, para hindi magka-failure, dapat yung mga components, yung mga parts, dapat ayusin mo. Like, ano bang mga necessary dapat? If hindi siya na-work or hindi siya na-meet, syempre, wala. Magkaka-failure talaga. Twist it into, rather, improve production and or assembly techniques. Sometimes, yung mga components natin, perfect na. Like, pero carry niya na mag-work, carry niya na mag-work. But sa pag-assemble or sa pag-produce ng mga ganong bagay, sometimes nagkaka-occur ng problem. Like for example, sa lipstick ba, like dapat baga safe siya, pero kumbaga baka may lead na kumbaga napunta sa lipstick or component dahil sa mali ng production. Kaya yan ng design. Third is to also improve testing kasi failed design will be passed if the test is not credible. Siyempre, sige lang siyang sige like pass ka lang, pass lang. Pero mali man si design. Siyempre, dapat sa testing, may problem sa testing. So, it needs to be improved. Use backups is the fourth. So, just like in decision making, we should have alternatives kasi talagang may mga bagay na hindi talaga perfect here sa mundo. So, yun nga, you have to use backups para hindi na lumaki yung result, hindi na lumaki yung outcome, yung bad outcome ng service design. 5 is to improve preventive maintenance procedures. Just like those na also may backup on how it produce, on how it functions. Syempre dapat may preventive maintenance procedures na to be followed up just in case na ang failure mangyari. So for example, sa smoke detector, just like yung sinabi sa libro, hindi siya sometimes hindi sa intended use, hindi nanggagana talaga. Dapat, like for example, may fire extinguisher or other preventive measures like alarm, yung press the button na alarm para hindi na lumaki yung bad outcome ng design. 6 is to improve user education. Siyempre, yung gumagamit ng design or nag-handle nun, dapat alam niya kung anong ginagawa niya. Like, alam niya kung how to use it and how to fix the problems na nag-occur. Then, sa 7 is to improve system design. This includes the flow ng function, the overall function nga. Kasi kumbaga, like I said in the improved component design, kumbaga na perfect na siya. Dapat the overall process is also satisfactory to that level rather.